So guys, let us also have a quick look at Ether price action right now, because if you monitor this price structure, you can see the price here was forming this ascending broadening wedge type of scenario, and we said, hey, right now, since the price here is at the lower line of this ascending broadening wedge, as long as the support is going to hold the price, we are still going to look at this as an ascending broadening wedge scenario, because right now this pullback what we are witnessing could be forming another very interesting scenario at this current stage. Because if we look at this example for this ascending broadening wedge, you can see after reaching this point of area, the price should actually slowly head towards this upper line of this ascending broadening wedge. But in our case, price here is showing some sort of a weakness and getting support at the lower line of this ascending broadening wedge. But if you look at this here to the downside, the RSI line is also below 50 level. So RSI line below 50 level is showing the strength here is actually fading. So there is a weakness we can see in the price and also in the RSI. And also if you monitor this MACD line, guys, this MACD here, you can see, right, is also flashing this bearish crossover. And now, since we are seeing some bearish scenario also in the indicator, the price is already showing some sort of a correction here, right? But now, as this trend here, the lower line is going to hold the price, another interesting scenario that could be also forming around this area, and that could be seen in this example here. Guys, before I switch into another chart, I would really appreciate if you could just take 2 seconds of your time and smash the like button. And for those individuals watching this video for the first time, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell. So this is also Ether USD in a daily time frame, because right now what we are going to do, guys, here is we are going to add another price structure which is known as symmetrical triangle. Because if you monitor this price structure here, right, you can see very clearly, guys, the price of Ether could be forming another symmetrical triangle type of scenario. So now you know the lower line here, which has also previously acted as a support plenty of time, along with this price level at 1600, we also have the lower line of this ascending broadening wedge which is acting as a support. So now we know we have a 2 different type of support at this price level of 1600 area. So if we are going to hold this price here, right, then we could be also seeing another move that could be leading us towards the upper line area of this symmetrical triangle. So if this is going to start, right, a move here in an upper direction towards the upper line of this symmetrical triangle, then we could be also forming so-called double bottom type of scenario. So the price movement here to the upward direction is very important, because if this is going to happen, right, then this could be forming another double bottom type of scenario. And if the neckline gets broken, then the price of Ether could be very bullish. But according to this symmetrical triangle, let's only focus on this symmetrical triangle, because right now if you look at this one here, guys, the previous example, symmetrical triangle scenario also unfolded here, and we saw a very nice breakout here in an upper direction. But in our case right now, this here is a bigger symmetrical triangle scenario. So let me also show you one example. So this is weekly dollar Japanese yen chart, guys, and you can see here a similar symmetrical scenario also unfolded here. Lower highs, higher lows formation, just like here in our case, right? So you can see if this is going to be a move here in an upper direction, price finding support at the lower line of the symmetric triangle and also the lower line of this ascending broadening wedge, then we could see another price structure forming just like here. So for us, the most important thing is to find support above this 1600 price level. And if this is going to see a move here in an upper direction, we also want this price of Ether to clearly break out of this upper line area of this symmetrical triangle. And if that's going to play out, guys, if we are going to break out, then this is one similar scenario that could be also playing out with Ether. But if the price of Bitcoin is going to see a pullback, then we should also be aware the pullback here to the downside is also very likely to happen. So in that case, what kind of scenario are we going to look? So let me show you that in a smaller time frame. So in a 4-hour time frame, what we can do here is we can simply add this Fibonacci retracement level from this swing low till this swing high and focus on the golden pocket level. So if you look at this Fibonacci retracement level, you will see this orange line, this 0.618 is the golden pocket level. So in our case right now, right, if you look at this price structure, this price pullback here is also actually finding support at this 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is also known as golden pocket level at this 1540 price level when we had this price pullback yesterday, right? So now this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement around 1616 is acting as a resistance that can be seen at this current stage. So now the price of Ether is trapped between these two Fibonacci retracement level of 0.5 and 0.618. So now if we are going to find support here one more time, then this double bottom scenario could be also forming here in a smaller time frame. This 0.618 is actually a very strong line of support. So after that, our next possible target, if we break this 0.5, would be the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. So in that case, it's going to be 1695, and also if we are going to find support over it, then 1792 is where I will be looking. But if the price of Bitcoin starts seeing another pullback, then we should also be aware to the downside, this 0.618 line, which is around 1540, that could be tested one more time. And if this is also not going to hold, the price here could again come back around this 1430 to 1420 price level. So right now, guys, for us, the most important scenario would be this here. This is what I just showed you. Only focus on the falling trend line. Why this falling trend line? Because you can see, if we want to see a move here in an upper direction, right, we have to actually find support at this falling trend line and form another scenario just like this one here, guys. Let me show you. This is a very interesting scenario, because if you look at this price structure, right, you will see a pretty similar falling trend line acted as a support and support here as well, right? So once we broke out of this, the upper line of this falling wedge type of scenario here, right, we broke out of it, which actually acted as a resistance. But once we broke out of it, this trend here started moving in an upward direction. So right now, what we can also see in a 4-hour time frame, the price of Ether could be also forming another falling wedge type of scenario at this current stage. So for us, the most important thing here is to break out of this upper line of this falling wedge. So if this is going to happen, if the price here is going to break out of this upper line, then this falling trend line could be starting a new trend, just like here, following this rising trend line, which could be another scenario in this manner. So guys, this is what I see right now looking at the price action of Ether in a daily time frame and also in a 4-hour time frame. If you enjoyed my work, if this video was helpful enough, then please hit that like button. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, guys, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.